we get a good enough signal. Hello everybody, even though nobody's here yet because I just now pushed start. Hello everybody, welcome to Bunker Live. I've got Mrs. Bunker here. Say hi, Mrs. Bunker.
Hi, Ms.
And
Bunker.
most of the people will be watching this later on, and I'm going to try to put this up on YouTube as well, because I haven't really done much updates or many updates or commentary about the Hollywood trip and what's going on with the movie and all that kind of stuff on YouTube. So I need to do that. So I figured it's so hot that, and you're supposed to go, how hot is it?
I know how hot it is, though.
She's not going to ask. She's like, I know exactly how hot it is. That's how hot it is.
You can't put it into words.
Hi, yes, you're first. John Brenner says, hi, Mrs. Bunker.
Hi,
Anyways,
Brenner.
Yeah, John Brenner. Anyways, it's really, really, really hot, and we don't have air conditioning. We do have a fan right here blowing on Mrs. Bunker.
And you could put it towards you, too.
I like to suffer. I like to have it dripping down the sides. All right, so if you're out there, say hi. We're going to be doing a recording here, a live recording, talking about our trip coming up 1 month from yesterday. The Lord willing, the 11th of September, we'll be going to Hollywood, and so we're going to talk a little bit about that and answer any of your questions and comments. I do encourage you to type in questions as soon as you think of them, because it takes a while for them to get to me. John said, so did you get those $2 to pass the next milestone? Not yet, not that I saw. Maybe it'll happen while we're online. I could pull up another window. I'm not I'm broadcasting through my tablet, so we'll see how that works. Anyways, Danielle, are you excited for the trip? Keep those questions coming.
I am. I think it'll be pretty interesting to get in and get out of there and come home.
It should be interesting. I'm not going to try to break my internet. It's so hot right now. It's like spilling out on the desk. The internet is. I'm just going to see if we got those $2 yet. For anybody's thinking about what he's asking about, we were at. Okay, there's $75 that came in through other sources, and so there was $23.23 on the fundraiser. So we were at $23.98. So $2 from hitting the next. And so I'm going to look.
I hope so, John Brenner. You'll survive the West Coast.
Nope, still at the same, $23.98. So if somebody wants to go right now and donate $2, throw some more in there while you're there. But $2, that'll put us over $2,400 total for the trip. Hello, Sylvia. Yeah, we're excited to be going. It's going to be fun, fun trip. We're in the nervous part of it right now, because whenever you're planning something like that, other stuff starts going wrong. So we've had some shortages, and we had to spend $400 that came in on tires, and then our car is overheating now. So
they might not survive him.
Yeah, that's the thing. They gotta worry about me. I'm sweating right there. Is that just a reflection? I try not to look at me. I try to look at her or at the camera. All right, but ask questions if you got any questions. So this is going to go on YouTube. So and they may not even know what I'm talking about. So we're planning on going to Hollywood, leaving here on the 11th. We're going to be, Lord willing, in Hollywood from the 15th to the 19th.
With your what?
With my dang tires. It sounds worse than it is. We got new tires 3 or 4 years ago on that car, and then Danielle got 2 tires put on the back in February, and then these were the ones that were on the front that we're having to replace, which were 3 or 4 years old, maybe 5 years old. And they didn't last as long as they should have, but we did put a lot of miles on them. So but the tires that I got before that were for the truck, which is currently inoperative. For my press junket, I doubt they're going to send me on a press junket. Have you seen me? You know what I could say in public? So I'm going to try to read the things because they won't be there on the video for YouTube people. So I was saying, you can read those and stop me if there's a question. So we're going to be going to Hollywood to meet with the producer of the Pennsylvania movie. I wrote the novel, Pennsylvania Omnibus. They're making it into a major motion picture with Patrick Tatopoulos as the director. And things are moving along really, really well. They're doing casting and talking to other people. And anyways, a lot of good stuff's happening that I can't talk about. But so, and there's going to be some talks going on in September. So Danielle and I are going to Hollywood. We're gonna be there doing the Hollywood thing. And no, we're not gonna let it get on us. We're not gonna like bring it home or anything. I am a dangerous sort. That's true. I'm more dangerous than people give me credit for. But it is so hot that I'm less dangerous. Is that true, or am I more dangerous?
No, you're pretty calm.
I'm pretty laid back when it's hot. This Topo Chico grapefruit. Probably not. We'd probably go by the Chinese theater, but I don't know of any reason to go in. We're not really much into touristy things. I don't mind. Like, I want to see the Hollywood sign, but I don't want to go up and see it. I don't have to be where it is. I can see where, you know. I wouldn't mind going, like, to look at the Santa Monica Pier, but I don't need to, like, go out and do stuff on it. I like to go to the ocean, but I don't have to go out in the sand or in the water.
Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat. So, yeah, things do slow down. I slow down in the heat. This guy right here, she does too. She's really slows down in the heat. And she really slows down in the cold too. I think she does.
Slows down more in the cold.
I think it has to be like a 20-degree window and she's really moving. And then colder than that or hotter than that.
I'm complaining if it's colder or hotter than that.
All right. So, hey, I'll look on here again. See if anybody donated. We need $2 more to get over to cross over 2,400. I know it says 2323 on the fundraiser on Facebook. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put a link to the fundraiser. We're trying to raise 3,000, and that's not really true. We're trying to raise 3,400 because we had to spend $400 on tires. But right now we're trying to raise $3,000 for the trip. And I had somebody told me, like, how, why, what cost that much? Just the hotel, just for the 4 nights in Hollywood, is going to be like $600, $700. And then there's also another $600 for the rental car, plus gas. We're already
a little bit of food.
A little bit of food every once in a while, but we also have another 8 or 9 nights that we have to pay for during this whole trip. So no tour of the homes of Hollywood stars. Only way I would do that is we have some friends there, and if they're going to take us for free to drive around and say, look, it's Paula Poundstone's house, then I'm cool with that. But and I have no idea if she lives in. But I would do it if somebody wants to drive me around. But I'm not going to pay anybody money to do that.
I want to go by Jackie Chan's house if he has one in Hollywood, but he probably doesn't.
He does. He does. It's
he?
On a video. I saw it.
Oh,
hey, he says, why did you set up 2 separate fundraisers? Because a lot of people cannot or will not send money through Facebook. GoFundMe is more traditional fundraising, and I found out that most people use Facebook. So I set them both up because I didn't know which would be most likely that people wanted to use. And I don't know what. Oh, that's Instagram. So I didn't know which one, and it turns out that most people are using Facebook. But I left the one up on GoFundMe. I think it's got $50 on it.
Hi, Ravonda.
Yeah, she's a huge Jackie Chan fan, and I'll have to be careful because that old man will run off with my wife. She really likes Jackie Chan.
I don't want to live anywhere near the city.
But I was shocked because she had said, I want to go see Jackie Chan's house, and then I was watching a video, and on the video, it was Seinfeld. I think it was this season, Comedians in Cars, and they do a tour of Hollywood houses, and I think he points out Jackie Chan's house. Did we miss any things here? Are you paying attention?
Well, I can't read it really well. I don't think so.
Rental car, that's right. Our car is overheating right now, and it's probably about to have to go in the shop. Hello, Pat. Hello, Sylvia. Hey, if you guys jump in, say hi. If you have any questions or comments, I'm just kind of doing a little talk about the Hollywood trip. we're planning on leaving here September 11th. We hope to spend this night of September 11th with my parents up in Lubbock. Maybe meet some friends out in Lubbock. And then probably the next night in Albuquerque. And then we're going to go over to Vegas. We're going to go by the Grand Canyon because she hasn't been to the Grand Canyon yet. Well, she saw it from an airplane, but to actually be there. That's different. See, earlier I was saying I don't mind seeing it, but I don't have to go to it. But the Grand Canyon is not like that. Seeing it from an airplane is not the same as
yeah, seeing it from an airplane is the same.
So, anyways, hello, Josh. And thank you for that donation this week, Josh. Molly, yes.
Hi, Molly.
Why Jackie Chan? Is it his style? I will say for me, and then she can answer for her. What I like about Jackie Chan is he does all his own stunts. He seems to be a very personable kind of person, and he seems to really care about everybody he works with. And so I've seen videos of him really, really taking care of people. She can answer.
I like him a lot. I've seen him on a lot of his blooper reels and stuff, and when he messes up and stuff, and he's always kind of like self-deprecating, kind of like seems like a real person. And
howdy, Ravonda.
He has a lot of dedication to his films as far as like doing his own stunts, and he just seems like more of a deep person, like more of a real person. Whereas some of the Hollywood stars, they're just not too deep, you know. And he just seems like he has a lot of talent and dedication for the art. So I really like him.
All right. So and hi to everybody. If we miss you, type in whatever. We'll try to read the questions for when this is on YouTube. So, anyways, we're doing this fundraiser. We're trying to get enough money. I think that I added it up, and the worst case scenario on our just rental car, hotels, and gas is like most of the $3,000. It's like $2,700. So we're going to try to make that really, really a lot cheaper. So we're staying with my parents one night. We're going to try to stay really, really cheap places on the way over there. Try to not spend any money. Try to eat sandwiches that we pack. Try to do as many cheap things as we can. Then when we get to Hollywood, that's probably going to be very difficult. We have been looking at some Airbnbs, and even most of the ones that we'll probably end up doing are still going to, the total is going to be like $700, and that's just 4 nights of the trip. So, and then there's going to be meals and other stuff along the way. Lord willing, no hindrances. But hey, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about or ask questions, you want to do it, because just type them in, like right now, because it takes a while for them to get to us. And if you don't, it's really hot. It's really hot. And we're sitting here by a fan, but it's not the same because it's really... And I know we look cool because we live in this heat. It's been like 13 straight days. I don't know. High 90. We're like at 103 this last week. It says 100 degrees right now. So I'm going to go over here real quick. What happened to my... I had pulled up the fundraiser. I'm trying to do this with like half of the screen.
Nope.
Well, I haven't updated it yet. Oh. We'll see. Somebody type in questions and comments. Yeah, we're still waiting on... Oh, it's $23.73. So somebody donated. It was $23.23.
Was it?
Yeah, so somebody donated because it's $23.73 plus 75.
It's like $24.50.
Yeah, so yeah, yay! We got over 2,400. And let me see if I can... I don't want to say... If somebody don't want me to say it, but... It's hard for me to stop this. Type in questions. It's hot. I'm scrolling.
But we're used to it.
Yeah, we are used to it.
We've had years before where the 100-degree weather started in May.
In May and went all the way
that it waited
into
until
September.
August.
Yeah, we've had it.
July, I guess, but
I'm getting there.
So it's bad right now, but it's been worse.
If you see my eyes going like this, it's because I'm scrolling.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see who just donated.
Are you keeping a list of this?
It's on here. I'll eventually make a list because we need to send it to we need to send it to Homeland Security. I can't stop it on... hold on. Sylvia. Thank you. You are great. Thank you for pushing us over the 2,400. Now we are $50 from 2,500.
So
What?
there you go. Another.
Now we are $50 from
We got a
2,500.
few more milestones to meet.
It's actually $52.
Yeah.
I need a misting system. Yeah, you know, when we lived out in Smyre, we had a misting system out on the front porch. Of course, then we had well water, so it was
And
like
water pressure.
yeah, and we had a pump and all that kind of stuff. The problem is because that well water has so many minerals in it that it would plug those little misters. Well, now we have perfectly clear water from our cistern.
Rainwater's the best.
Rainwater, and we could put it, if we had a way to pump it, we could actually pump, but we don't want to waste the water right now. Not in this, but a lot of times we have a lot of water. We could have misters. That would be great. That's going to happen one of these days.
That would just spoil us, and we really don't want to be spoiled.
What's a minimum dollar amount to actually go? From my figures, we would need to have $2,700, and that is us basically packing all of our food. It could be a lot less.
And doing a 14-day fast.
Yeah, it could be a lot less because we fast, so we know how to fast. I think we're close. I think we're going to get to go. I don't have any doubts right now. Lord willing, we're going to get to go. It's just whether or not we're going to be able to not have to like skip meals or stuff. I have no idea what it's going to cost. What I did to figure out gas is our gas here is around $2.35 a gallon, but out there it's like $3.95. You know, so I just got the national average. I figured the national average, and I actually raised that. I guessed it was going to be higher because once you get through like Arizona, then the gas prices go way up. So I think I figured like $3 a gallon for gas in the rental car. It could be a lot less, and I don't know. And I went by the gas mileage on our current car, and maybe the car we get is going to be more efficient. But what I was trying to do is find a conservative estimate, and gas is going to be way more expensive. Food's going to be more expensive. We eat cheap here. We eat cheap. And so, so you can go to the restaurant here, and you can eat pretty good for $12 to $14. You can eat pretty good. You can have a pretty good meal. There's just no way that's going to happen out in California. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to try to bring some food and try to skimp on a lot of meals. But that's the thing. It's we're going to have this minimum, and then I'm going to try to actually get. I would like to get 3,400. I'm going to eventually raise the amount because we ended up taking $400 that was donated and getting tires, and so it's not like you can not do that. You know, it's not like we had any other money to get tires with. What kind of car are you hoping to get? I don't know. Danielle's kind of does that stuff. Something that's efficient, but
not too small.
I'm 6'3" and 246 pounds, and it can't be too small. I got to be able to fit in it. You're going to spend $12 on a burger, most likely. Well, probably more.
Probably be splitting a lot of burgers.
Yeah, but see, we can do that. We know how to get by cheap. I am going to go one day that we're there, Lord willing. We're going to do the Nick Cole Bosch diner tour from the TV show Bosch because he eats at a lot of diners, and so I'm going to get Nick to take me to a lot of famous LA diners. We may not eat at every place, but we'll probably get a cup of coffee or something, and that will be fantastic. Yeah, headroom is critical. Leg room is critical.
Luggage room.
We're not prima donnas, so I don't need or post Madonnas. But see, that was a joke. But it is good to at least be able to drive comfortably across the desert. All right, anybody have any questions or comments? Just for the people that are on YouTube that aren't getting to see the questions and comments. So I mentioned we're going to Hollywood. We're trying to raise the money to go. I will put down in the comment section, you can find the link. I'll put two links. One of them's for a GoFundMe, and one of them's for their Facebook fundraiser. And the reason I have two is because some people tell me they won't send money through Facebook. for whatever. And some people say they won't use GoFundMe. So I just set them both up so people could do whatever they wanted to do. And so far, nobody's said that they've had a problem. And I think the GoFundMe only has $50 on it. If you want to donate, there's a couple ways that you can find it. If you're like right now, if you're not going to wait for me to put the link out there, you can go to my Facebook, which is facebook.com/offgrid, and then just scroll down a little bit, and there's almost always like one of the top 5 posts will be the fundraiser. So you can go and donate, and however much, it doesn't matter. Just everything is good. We're clicking our way to it. We've got some money that's been pledged that has not arrived, and so that's going to help as well. I'm still probably not going to put that money that's coming in other venues onto this number, because we're going to end up trying to go above it just so we can pay for the tires and any other car repairs that we're going to need immediately. All right, so if anybody has any questions or comments, type them in. We'll give you a couple of minutes. It's actually not feeling as hot as I was at the beginning of this, and it's probably hotter. Probably is technically hotter, but it's not feeling as hot. So I think we're $52 from, what's the next, 2,500. So
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan. We're $52 from 25. No, we're at 24, because it's 22.73 plus 75. So I think we're $52 from 2,500, and that's a big number. I mean, that's a big benchmark. So hopefully we'll hit that today. That would be cool.
So if I push that, it waves at her?
Yeah, if you push that, you want to try it? But see, you do something like that, and then you didn't wave at anybody else.
Well, I know, but I didn't know what it was.
I don't think it will tell anybody else that you waved. I don't think it's a jealousy button. Envy. I used the word incorrectly. But if you have any questions or comments, do let me know. Mrs. Bunker's here. She would be glad to answer your questions about her point of view of the Hollywood trip. I know that there are people that are concerned that we're going to go out there and we're going to get spoiled, or we're going to get ruined.
Or we're not going to come back.
Oh yeah, that's no way. We're getting out of there.
We're going to get in and get out.
Every time I've ever been out there, I'm like counting down the time to get out. I
don't
like earthquakes.
Hear about the movie thing through email. That's
right.
The best.
I don't like earthquakes or bears, and so the state flag is a bear, and they have earthquakes, and they probably have earthquake bears, which is the scariest thing.
I like my own country, Texas. So.
Yeah, so we're just visiting. We're going to go in, and then we're going to get in, and we're going to get out, and then we're going to meander on the way back.
Depending on how much money we have.
Yeah, if we're broke, we drive straight back, and if not, maybe we have to do some busking on the side of the road. You know what busking is?
No.
Playing music so people put money in your. Maybe not that. Anyways, we may not do any busking. Will you be visiting a studio, or can you say? There's no plan to visit a studio. I would like to visit. I'm not going to go on a studio tour.
We mainly want to meet Stacy and Patrick.
Yeah, we're mainly there to meet the production team and talk and hang out with some friends that I have. But our mainly is to have a meeting with the production people. But that said, if a studio tour is available,
if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, I'm making myself available for things to happen while I'm there. Don't forget to take along your wash tub base for the busking. I could use this. I can. There we go. Man, the towel just runs off of me like a duck off of
And
water.
your what?
He said your jug.
Oh, jug. I thought it said your jog.
Hey, you guys, if you have any comments or questions, I can't see the clock anymore because I moved my Topo Chico bottle. I am a maestro at the Topo Chico. I don't like this view, and I'm not being vain, but I don't like this because it basically, because of my suspenders, it makes me look like a bowling pin. Like I just get wider as I go down. It's just it's the view. It's the angle.
Who's that? Ron Jones?
Ron
Is he
Jones,
one of
hello.
those we're going to meet? No, he's not.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
The name sounded familiar.
I think Ron Smith is
okay.
in Hollywood, but we're happy to have Ron Jones here too. So for everybody that is just tuning in, we're talking about the Hollywood trip. If you have any questions, please tell us or type them in. But just saying May counts as vain.
Just saying what?
May.
Oh.
Just saying that may count as vain. Hello, Lori. We're just sitting here talking about the Hollywood trip. And so we're going to probably stop for 2 nights because we're going to rest in Vegas. And we got married in Vegas, and that was in 1992. And it was a long time. You don't want me to tell him?
No, I was giving him a reaction like, wait, I was hoping he was going to go, isn't that right?
He said condolences for your dad.
Oh, thank you.
But so we were married out there in Vegas in 1992, and it's a the town doesn't even, it's nothing. It's like Lubbock. It's not like Lubbock, but it's changed so much.
This was Old Town Vegas.
Yeah, it's not recognizable to what it was, and so we're gonna walk around and look at it, just look at it, and we're basically, I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna soak up air conditioning for 2 days. Just soak up all that air conditioning, get it in our system, and then we're gonna hit the road again. And Lord willing, we'll be getting to LA on the 15th, which I think is a Sunday, and then we'll be staying the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, leaving the 19th, and the whole thing is, and that's the trip there, and then we're going to be taking you with us. So we're going to do Facebook Lives at least every day. We're going to do a different time so different people can watch, but everybody will be able to see them when they show up. They'll be in the feed. And then we'll also be putting stuff on YouTube. And then I'm also going to be recording stuff that is not going to go out live. And then when I come back, I will edit it all into a trip video, Lord willing. So you got married on the old strip. We did. We got married. Even the Stratosphere Tower was not there. It was the concrete, the cement for the Stratosphere Tower was poured the night we got married.
Yeah.
Our wedding night.
What was that? Jack Stupak or something?
Bob Stupak. Yeah, this was the Bob Stupak's old strip.
Vegas World or something? Or something
Soaking
like
up the AC, that's right. That's what we do. We go into the stores sometimes, and we just walk real slow. We don't buy anything.
Don't go too fast, honey.
We don't buy anything. We stop and look at the beans and read the... You don't realize those people in the store that are in your way because they're reading the bean can, they're soaking up that AC.
Saving it for later.
That's right. You soak it up, and then later on you have it. You admit it. Oh, Topo Chico twist of grapefruit. All right, if you have any questions or comments, type them in. If not, then we're probably going to start shutting down this because the laptop and the computer get really hot. So...
Is it still pretty hot up there, Pat? I know y'all recently had some rain. Has the temperatures gone up yet?
While she's thinking about that, have you considered doing some Vine videos to bump up the attention? I don't really know anything about Vine. I have to look into it.
I have to talk to our daughter about it.
I think I have a Vine thing, but I don't remember. I have Snapchat, but I don't put anything on there. So I just, you guys tell me how to do it and what to do, and then I'll do it. But I don't really know enough about it. So let me look here before we go. See if we got any more. See if we got $52 donated. See if we got $52. That would be a great thing to end.
We got thunderstorms and lots of rain. I wish we had lots of rain.
Send us some of that rain.
Send us some of that, Pat.
Vine is like the Twitter, but for video. I think I had Vine, or I have it on my phone or something. I'll have to look into it. The problem is that I go to these other forums or these other, what do you call them, platforms, and nobody knows me there. So, like, Facebook was my first one, so I have, if you count my Facebook page, if you count my private feed, which is what you're watching here, if you count the movie page and the book page and my Surviving Off Good book, I've got like 10,000 people that I can talk to. And if I go to Twitter, I got like 1,700. Twitter is like talking into the Grand Canyon to me. It's like talking into the void. I think sometimes I'll get like one like. So I don't know if just like nobody sees my stuff on Twitter, but I don't really know what to do. And I don't follow people just to bump up my numbers. So, and then I think on Instagram I think I'm around 500, 496, 500 or so. So this is really, and then I have 1,000 or 1,100 something on YouTube. Vine is no longer a thing. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for telling us about something that's not a thing.
Because we want to be a part of those ones that are a thing.
We're gonna put some stuff on Instagram. I hate to see myself. I don't have a mirror, so I don't see myself. And when I look at this, I'm like, you're just a shambles. That guy is a shambles.
It's all vanity.
It's all vanity. It all really is. All right, we do need to cool off. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. If somebody wants to run over there and donate $52 to get us over 2,500, that'd be great. If not, we'll talk to you soon. If you're on YouTube, go down to the comment section or the description, and there'll be a link, the 2 links to the fundraiser. Talk to everybody later. Great to talk to you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.